are some of the things we need to keep in mind when we're gonna prune, especially fruit trees?
One of your main concerns is eliminating these interior water sprouts. Some people call them suckers, that are actually not able to produce fruit for a number of reasons. They're not old enough, they're not strong enough. You want to eliminate them so the tree redirects its nutrients to other parts of the tree that are actually producing fruit. Basically, you just take a pair of sharp pruners. I have a pair of bypass pruners here, and I'm going to cut it level with the trunk. We're going to do what I would call an overall size reduction. Take any limbs that are touching a structure and cut those back at least a foot or foot and a half, and then I'm going to go out to the tips of the tree and cut it all back about a foot and a half or 2 feet. And this is basically to kind of contain it in its spot, but also because you want to be able to take care of it, and you know, we're not the tallest people in the world.
Right.
So we want to bring this tree down to our size. If the tree appears to be too large to do from the ground, or maybe 1 or 2 steps on a step ladder, then you absolutely want to hire a professional. In any one given year, you don't want to take out more than 30% of the actual live growth. That can really hurt a tree and mess up its abilities to produce food for itself. You always want to remove any rubbing branches. They can rub off the bark and open a wound up that looks very enticing to insects.
I see these little guys. These are the ones that you're calling our little suckers.
Exactly.
So we can go through and just...
Exactly, perfect. Good job. Isn't that satisfying?
Yes! And so these guys up here too.
Yep, I would take all of them out, thin out all of these interior suckers, and then you want to take a step back and try to visually guesstimate the percentage-wise. Like I said earlier, you don't want to take more than 30% off in a given season.
We're talking about 30% of live foliage, because as we go through, of course, we're going to take any dead wood out.
What I like to see in a fruit tree is you want the first limbs in the tree to be the largest ones. It helps the tree look like a tree and actually support the fruit. You wouldn't want smaller limbs growing below these.
So the tree is hitting the side of the house and it's practically growing into the house.
Well, I'd like to cut it back from the structure at least 1.5 feet to 2 feet.
Okay.
So, and then you want to cut it back to a node, and you want to pick a node that in the future maybe won't grow straight into the home. So you want to have its future growth in mind. And the node is anywhere where a new branch or leaf is coming out. So it's an active growing point. And then that will actually turn into a new leader. This is called a pole clip or a pole pruner.
Nice. Can I try and use this like right here, or?
Yeah, I would just find a little branch that you want to stay and then go all the way to it. It should hold you in place that way as well.
Oh, I need some muscle.
There
we go.
Good job. So what do you think, Patty?
I love it. I think it looks really cute.
Yeah, definitely. Huge difference, huh?
Huge difference, and I can't wait to be able to pick the plums from the tree.
Yeah, it's going to give you better fruit, and you're going to be able to access it.
Thank you so much for showing us how to prune my beautiful plum tree. I've got, you know, apples and pear trees, so you want to stick around to just help me go through and prune them all?
Let's do it.
Wow.